Welcome to tutorial. In this video you will learn how to use high-end Jewelry Retoucher Pro. This is a specific application made for professional retouchers and photographers. It requires a good quality image as an input, and it works with expensive jewelry where you have to preserve all the inclusions or imperfections of gemstones, especially large gemstones. You cannot hide them because jewelry is expensive, and the buyer have to see what he or she will be paying for. This is the requirement. So let me show you examples of good and bad input. These images are good input source images for this application. Professional photography, high resolution image with very well lit and details for the gemstones, for this gemstone and for this gemstone. The only what needed here is to remove the holding wax and retouch some of the metal. This is good example of image that can be processed in this application. Same here, beautifully done jewelry with some requirements for retouching of the metal and preservation of the gemstones. Another example, gemstones should be preserved, metal should be polished. Another example. We cannot change, we cannot remove any inclusions because it's all real. Same here. Okay, this is good. Then, this is not so good or bad. This is a bad quality image. It's not gonna work well, especially because of the reflection. This is bad example, very bad photo. It's not gonna work. This is bad example too. It's out of focus. For example, this is professional image, but it's out of focus and this application is not going to fix it. Here is a good example of a good photography and image where gemstones should be preserved. Okay, it removed background. As you can see, it also removed the wax and that underneath, which is not super good. However, it should work. Positioning, I'm gonna check it because I need to preserve all the gemstones. No instructions needed, nothing special about this ring. If you don't know how to correctly prompt AI for retouching jewelry, keep it empty. Otherwise, you may confuse AI and actually get bad result. In many cases, we see users entering wrong prompts, which affect the result in a bad way. Keep it empty if you're not sure what you do. Hit generate. Okay. As you can see, metal is completely polished. The large gemstone is intact. There is some changes on little gemstones. Yes, it's possible it still may change them. So what you can do, you can download PSD, open PSD file, and here is the layer, that original one and retouched one. Okay, this is the original. It's dark. Actually, it's a good idea to put it on top. And then create a mask, hold Option, click on this. Okay, now we have dark mask. Choose the white brush, and here's you can bring original gemstones. I'm using opacity 50%, normal mode. Oops. This way you can use PSD file to modify and bring back things that were changed, which was not desired. Okay. I'm not going to do it full retouching for you, but now with this option to have PSD, you can always get some of the look back. Okay. If your original image, if let's say gemstones were really good. Here we go. Okay. So we bring it back the original look. Of course, I'm not going to do it right nicely. It should be, way more precise. And you can always, if you want to do opposite, for example, this black, right? It's not good, so I'm switching back black, and then I can remove this at all where I was not accurate. When I'm doing black, it will hide this layer. Okay, this is how you use this application. You can always go to my gallery. You can always upscale if needed the image. You can hit upscale, or you can create a video from it. So with upscale, it will processed. Okay, and it will appear here after about 60 seconds. Upscale may change slight details. Just keep this in mind. It may change the appearance of small details of the image. The rest should be good. Let's try another example. For example, this ring. Let's position it the way that we want. Again, it can be landscape, it can be portrait, or it can be square. You can resize it if needed. Then, this ring has a label. Okay, part of the label should be removed. And since this application is trained to preserve all the details, all the possible details without distracting them, you need to make sure that it will actually remove this label. So let's put it, remove label. That's it. You don't need to tell anything else. You don't need to instruct it to clean metal, to remove blemishes. No. If you will do it, it may actually confuse AI because it knows what to do. It needs only specific instructions. Remove label and generate. Okay, here we go. Label is removed. Most of the details is preserved. However, if you look at the original image, it has, let's open it, I'll show you. The original image doesn't have much clarity on gemstones, so this is what you see on the generated image. Gemstones are not good. It's not going to fix them. If you want to do a little bit more, what you can try, let's say you select it again, and uncheck it. Okay, so it will try to fix it. So remove label, and then let's have make small gemstones. Make small gemstones sparkly. Most likely it's not gonna help, but we can try. Okay, as you can see, the difference is visible. Gemstones become brighter. But again, this is not a good example for this workflow, for this application. Another bad example, so you know what to not to do. This ring, it was professionally photographed. The definition of the gemstone, the large one, large diamond and small diamonds, is really good. However, it's out of focus. It's not it was not photographed with focus stacking. And this workflow, this application is not going to help. This will be wasting your credits. If you try to open it, you can position, you can tell, make it all in focus. But most likely it's not going to help you. And I uncheck, so I want a little bit of retouching of gemstones. Okay, as you can see, it did polish metal a little bit. It didn't remove the large dents because the shape of the ring was really bad, and it didn't make it all in focus. That's wasting of your credits if you will try to process images like this with this application. Let's run another example of good image now. Another example. Beautifully done ring. All looks really nice, but need to have some polishing of the scratches of the metal and removing the wax underneath it. Let's open it. Upload. It will remove background. Okay, positioned relatively well. We can make it slightly larger if needed. I need to make sure to preserve this, check so the look of gemstones will be preserved. No prompt is needed. No prompt. It knows what to do. There is nothing special for this one. And generate. Okay, here it is. The faceting and look of gemstones colors is preserved. There is slight changes. It could be slight changes on small gemstones. And again, you can download PSD and bring it back if needed. But the rest is retouched as close as possible to the original. You can always upscale, you can create a video from it, or just download PSD or PNG. That's it. I hope it helped you to understand how to use high-end Jewelry Retoucher Pro at Neuroviz. Thank you.